Rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 193. Available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched One Night Only. It's a new sex-based dramedy starring Monica Barbaro, Callum Turner, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't think any other actor in this movie has more than like 3.5 minutes of screen time. It is directed by Will Gluck, who directed his directorial debut was a movie called Fired Up, I think. And then he directed Easy A, Friends with Benefits, the Annie remake with Jamie Foxx, both Peter Rabbit movies. I feel like something's missing in there somewhere. And then most recently, Anyone But You. So you got Monica Barbaro. Well, you got this fictionalized society where the government passed a law stating that single people cannot be sexually active except for one night a year. Ever since I heard this movie talked about, ever since a Will Gluck directing movie where sex is only allowed one night a year, it's the sex purge. It's the purge for sex. Like the purge this movie, The Purge is done by Universal. This movie was done by Universal. They could have titled it The Sex Purge and had like a sidequel shared universe weird type of thing, right? Lost my train of thought. But like this was announced, and that's just what I've been referring to it as for like a year and a half. And Monica Barbaro, ever since the sitcom Splitting Up Together, Top Gun Maverick, is very, very rapidly becoming one of my favorite actresses. I was instantly invested. I was instantly interested. Callum Turner, I am not familiar. He was good. He's good in this. They're both good in this. They have good chemistry. I think the issue with the writing is that the movie doesn't really like want to be a full out comedy. So it's like, I think the message is kind of unclear. Because if you're married, you can bump uglies, smash, crack, play 10 toes, heels to Jesus, anytime you want. But it's just single people, and they have this cool way of basically like snitching. If anybody does it on the unassigned day, there's a way that the authorities can know. Tonally, I think this movie was a little unsure of what exactly it wanted to be. There's nothing like too heavy or too dramatic, I guess, but it's not start to finish hysterical either. There are times I did laugh, and they're like, in these type of movies, you know how it's gonna end. It's just, what is the direction, what is the itinerary we're going to take in order to get to the end of the movie where you know what's going to happen. So it's like, it's just one of those movies where the premise is interesting enough, the performances are good enough, the writing is a little shoddy, but it's enjoyable. Like, the best one word thing I can say to explain this movie, how I felt, it's entertaining. It serves its purpose. Molly Ringwald comes in and out. No pun intended. LeVar Burton is also in this. It's a good watch. It's entertaining. The characters are interesting, well performed. It's just not an out and out comedy. Like, I just wasn't laughing the whole time. With all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, One Night Only is almost dope. Have you seen One Night Only, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I just put up a review for Super Troopers 3. Last weekend, I watched and gave y'all a review for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Hopefully, next weekend, I get to watch and review The End of Oak Street. And the weekend after that, I believe Mutiny with Jason Statham comes out. And then an X-Men 97 review somewhere mixed in along the way. Regularly Podcast, we kicked y'all a spoiler discussion for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Check that out. So like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me? Watch these credits. Peace.